every time I have someone on my channel that's you, people are gonna think you're my only fucking friend. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I am here today with Prince yet again for like the third?
I want to say fourth.
But one of the videos is we filmed the same day.
Okay, third.
It's like the fourth video, but the third time I'm in your home.
Got it.
On this channel. So here I am today with Prince, and I took a swing at coordinating his Gothic wardrobe. For the most part, there will be some classic stuff thrown in, but I thought it would be fun to try and coordinate other substyles as a sweet Lolita and see how I can bring my style to a wardrobe that isn't really my own. Is there anything you want to say?
This is something I've never done before. I've never had someone cord for me, so I'm really excited to see where it goes and what things that you think of that I would never have thought of.
It's sort of like a different variation of like a style swap.
Yeah, it's like welcome to my twisted mind, but like for Lolita.
Exactly. And I do feel like even though it's all Lolita fashion, like the way of coordinating for like a sweet Lolita, Gothic, classic, and old school is kind of different because like there's different trends within the community and like different things that people tend to like within each substyle, right?
Totally.
Like there's a reason I wear sweet Lolita, you know? So it'll be interesting to see how that applies to your wardrobe.
I'm scared.
You should be.
Let's do it.
All right, so let's jump right into the first coordinate. All right, so you can just do like a little spin, like a slow spin. Very nice. Very nice. Here is the coordinate all put together. So my starting point was definitely the dress for this one, which we talked about like is not often how I actually coordinate at home. I actually tend to pick like a color scheme or like a blouse or something, but I decided to like pick the dresses first this time just because like they're the major element anyway. And I really liked how there was like a lot of colors under the like tulle overskirt. So I kind of went for like a vibe of like something hidden, you know? So like
Something hidden in the rose garden.
Exactly. So I went with like the red tones to match the roses, and then I thought like the devil headdress would be cute because it's kind of like that, right? It's like, ooh, a little bit something extra. And the same thing as the shoes, which like I'll put clips, like close-ups in. They're like a little less conventionally like Lolita, but because they're kind of like pointy, I felt like they matched the devil headdress.
They give an edge to the cord, I feel.
Especially with the like kind of like shiny like texture. So yeah, I really liked how they kind of like were maybe a bit naughty. I guess like you can say I was kind of using inspiration from like Arrow Lolita for this cord without relying on some of the cliches of like a short skirt and a corset and that kind of thing, but using more like the vibe of that, right? Like the devil horns and like kind of the tulle and like the shoes and like the red and black color scheme to kind of like be inspired by that without like just using the stuff that you might like typically expect.
I think that really comes through. This cord overall feels like pretty close to a cord that I might make. So good on you for making a good Gothic cord. What I really like that you did is that this dress, which is a moitié dress, kind of leans between Gothic and classic.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that you really styled it in what I think is a Gothic way. But it kind of toes the line, which is really interesting.
Well, because this is more of like a classic blouse, right? Like you normally wear with your classic stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like interesting how like, for me, I look at your wardrobe and like I see the obvious stuff that's classic, but most of it, I'm like, oh, I could use it either way.
Totally.
Which like maybe for you, there's a bigger distinction.
Not necessarily. So
yeah.
This dress is a really good example of that. I feel
right.
like I could very easily cord this either way. But I love the way you corded it. And
Thank you.
Favorite thing is that I never would have thought to put a floral brooch on this headdress.
Yeah, it adds a little bit of color, which like I feel like is a very sweet Lolita thing to be like color here, like, you know, in every like third, where I feel like you would be more likely to just have a black headdress.
I don't have to think about it as much in Gothic.
Yeah.
Or at least the way that I wear Gothic.
Yeah.
My wardrobe is mostly black and white. So color balance for me isn't something I have to think about. But it's nice to see your sort of sweet disposition come through.
Yay. I really like it. I think it's really cute. And it kind of like, it has a bit of like cute elements, but also like elegant, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Like, so I feel like it is very kind of like sweet does Gothic in that way, which is probably like the theme we'll see for this whole video.
I would wear this like fully, and I'd feel like myself.
Slay.
So, I love it.
On to the next one.
Let's do it.
Okay, do a little spin for mommy on camera now. Wow, what a cute little boy in his little Easter dress. He's so cute. Okay, I shut up. Cute. Get out.
And here we are with the next coordinate. You look so cute. Like, genuinely, this is probably like one of the cutest like coordinates I've ever seen you wear.
I feel like myself, which is funny because this is my wardrobe.
To be clear, I have brought absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
All I did was choose the items to go together. But the concept for this one, as I was like pulling it together, was like vampire boarding school. Like, I started with this dress just because I love this dress. Like, if I was gonna own any Gothic pieces, this would be like one of them. But then I like just started kind of pulling stuff together, and I thought it would be cute to kind of like add some sort of like academic themes, like the beret and this little like bow here. And this even like feels very like I won an award in BAT, you know, like I did really well in BAT class.
Best vampire.
Exactly. And like the bag too is very like I have things to do. And the shoes, I like these like big chunky platform because they feel kind of like cartoonified, like Mary Jane's, like a cartoon, like a Monster High, like school themed outfit would have those kind of shoes. I'm just a genius like that. So yeah, it's so cutesy.
It's fascinating to me that you can take all these Gothic pieces and put them together to make something that doesn't really read as Gothic anymore. Yeah. Like, it's just so interesting.
I think the blouse does a lot of work because it's one of those universal Lolita designs where the thing that makes it Gothic is mostly like the lace and the color. Yeah. But it is a Peter Pan color blouse with puff sleeves at the end of the day. So I do feel like that puts in, and I mean this too, adding that like makes it very like cutesy.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's interesting to me that both those items are Moi Moitié.
Yeah.
The big goth brand, right? But yeah, you're right. I think that and the fact that this is a Gothic dress with a print.
Right, print makes a big difference,
definitely makes it read more sweet to me.
Yeah, but I think like, even though Moitié is such like, the big Gothic brand, because it is one of the like founding Japanese brands, I think like their aesthetic is more universally Lolita than we might like think when you're like putting it in accord with other brands, right? Totally. Like a Moitié, full moitié cord looks very moitié. Yeah. But you can take those pieces, like, you know, like again, it's just a puff sleeve blouse and like really work it into other coordinates.
Yeah, they have a lot of like basics and like sort of like just use it in any context pieces. Yeah, for sure. I like this a lot. I would not wear this.
You wouldn't like wear it now that I've put it together. You don't feel like
because
yourself.
It doesn't feel like me.
Yeah.
It's too cutesy for me. I think it's a successful cord though.
Yeah.
Just like objectively speaking, very successful. I love the balance. I love the way it looks. I just don't like it on me.
Do you feel weird in it? Like, does it feel a bit awkward?
I don't know if awkward's the right word, but I'm like, often when I wear Lolita, it's I feel like a badass.
Right.
I don't feel like a badass when I wear this.
Yeah. I do feel like your body language is different, you know?
Interesting, right?
Yeah.
It's so but I'm not like, oh my god, I'm ugly. It's not that.
It feels like you're a little bit more like shy.
I'm demure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 100%. You know? But I do think it is a successful cord, like I said, and I think on someone else, I would love this.
If I was like raiding your closet, I would probably wear this.
Totally.
Like, it's very me.
You would. I could see you wearing this exact thing with your like iconic hairstyle with the twin tails.
Yeah.
That would be really
cute. Just like a sweet Lolita version.
Yeah, that would be really cute. And maybe you would wear this with platform.
Yeah, my motos. Yeah.
You totally would. If you had them in black,
and
which you obviously don't.
No, I don't. And you know what I would add?
What?
A bracelet. This Gothic and classic Lolita doesn't own a single bracelet. Like, that's so bizarre to me.
It's because I don't own a lot of short sleeve blouses.
Right, that's true. You don't wear short sleeves a lot.
Or if I do, I pair them with a cardigan or a bolero.
Yeah, but as someone who's wearing like wrist cuffs and a bracelet right now, it's like, it's so naked.
Yeah, I do feel a little bit naked.
I mean, with the rings, it works better, but I would definitely have put like a bracelet here.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And that makes it a bad coordinate.
0 out of 10. No, I like this.
That's your grade in BAT class. No, wait. It must be a different class because you got a BAT award.
It's my grade in zombie class. I don't know.
the fuck school is this?
I don't know.
On to the next one.
Yeah.
And here's our more classic leaning coordinate. I would say this is classic.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, it's because Prince is selling off some of his classic Lolita items, so they're a bit more limited.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of didn't necessarily have the intention of making a classic coordinate, but that's kind of what it turned into anyway. Yeah. I really wanted to coordinate this dress because I don't have any velvet. I probably will never have any velvet because it's a bit harder to clean.
I was gonna say, like, Canadian winter, it seems like it's nice to have one.
It's a bit like, I don't find it like works super well, or I guess it's not that common with like modern sweet. It's more like old school sweet stuff. Totally. Or like sometimes there's like flocking in modern sweet, but I just don't happen to like own any of it.
Fair.
But basically I just wanted to match the gold when I saw this bolero. And then I thought like the kind of very like ruby dark red with the brown would be nice. Mm-hmm. It's almost like chocolatey, like berry and chocolate, which I
think
know
that is
you
the name
like.
of the colorway.
Oh, really? Berry?
No.
Oh, choc.
Well, actually, so the dress colorway, raspberry, and the bolero colorway, I believe, is chocolat.
That, and you love that.
I love that.
You love chocolate and raspberries.
I love it.
I'm operating in like 4D chess mode.
You know me well.
And after that, it was just kind of a matter of matching colors. Like when I saw the shoes, I thought they were perfect because they're kind of brown and red. Mm-hmm. And then I just picked out things in your closet that had gold, like the headdress, which, you know, it's obviously beige, but it's basically the same color as this. And the socks, like they're ivory. So I thought it would kind of balance it out because other than that, most of your socks are like dark. You have like a lot of dark, or like this pale socks you have like pink.
Yeah.
So honestly, I think this coordinate came together well, but it is one of those coordinates that's like, you couldn't change an item. Like I picked out all of the things that work in this coordinate and they happen to work together, but like there's not another way to do this specific coordinate. You know what I mean?
This is extremely straightforward.
Yes. Yeah. It's a nice kind of simple classic coordinate.
Yeah. It's a classic chord.
Exactly.
The interesting thing about this dress is that it's Juliette and Justine, which is definitely a classic brand, but I've only ever corded it goth.
Right.
Because I think it's basic enough that it kind of works either way, but I've never actually corded it classic. So this is great.
I feel like it's not something I would see you wearing necessarily, because when you did wear classic, I feel like most of it leaned pretty ivory and pinks and mints.
Totally. I bought this with the intention of it being part of my Gothic wardrobe.
Yeah.
Although I have seen it corded much more often as a classic piece.
And I think you wouldn't wear it with so many like things on. No. Like probably not this brooch, maybe not even the choker, you know?
I've worn it with burgundy, black, and gold accents.
Yeah. So I think this coordinate might be the most like both of us.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Where I feel like that makes sense because classic is, I don't have like any real experience with it. Mm-hmm. Where like I've drawn more like Gothic coordinates. You've put me in Gothic a couple of times. Mm-hmm. Like I've made a Gothic coordinate with your wardrobe before for like a Halloween costume. So I feel like, so I feel like I'm a little bit more experienced with seeing it and like testing coordinates with it. Right. Where classic, maybe I kind of like would rely more on like the stereotypical image or like what I've seen you wear.
Well, I think classic doesn't lend itself as much to experimentation to begin with. Yeah. So when you said earlier, like there's only kind of one way to do this, it sort of feels that way. Yeah. Like you came to the natural conclusion for this cord, and I think it's super successful. This is something that I would wear. Right. Now that I haven't like fully left classic, but you know, I'm downsizing my wardrobe, I would wear this. I like it.
Slay.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Well, the journey's already over, but it's not about the journey, it's about the destination.
What's the destination?
Friendship.
Oh, I love that.
Lolita fashion coordinates. Oh my god. Okay, let's restart. Well, we're done. That wasn't any better. Well, 3 coordinates down. Now I don't know what the fuck to say. We had a great time.
Yeah, okay, like real talk, that was a lot of fun. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I've never done this before, and it was such an interesting experience to have you like put your touch on my wardrobe. And I really like all 3 cords that you made.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun putting the coordinates together too. It really felt like kind of reminded me that I just like Lolita fashion. Like, obviously I have my own style, I have things that I like, but I think it's true for most people that we just love Lolita fashion, or we love fashion in general. So like playing around with someone else's wardrobe and basically playing dress up is still fun in its own way, especially because like I didn't really feel challenged because you do have a pretty like solid amount of pieces. Like nothing was really limited. Every time I thought like, oh, I would want to pair this with that kind of blouse or those kinds of shoes, they were there because because your wardrobe is pretty consistent too, you know?
For sure. I like what you said. I feel like for you doing this practice, it's less about like the owning or the acquiring things and more about just like the fun creative process of Lolita.
Yeah.
Of building a cord. Thinking about like no-buys and like things you can do on a no-buy.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that.
Play around with your friend's closet or something,
that's
you know?
fun.
Yeah. So did you have a favorite?
Oh, for sure. I mean, basic answer, it's gonna be the first one.
Right.
Because that was the closest to what like I would wear. But it still had enough elements in it that I would never have thought of.
Yeah.
So I loved that.
I think my favorite was probably the Vampire Prelude one.
Of course.
Just because it was so like cute, and I do really feel like it was my style translated to your wardrobe.
Yeah, that was the one that made me like feel something the
Yeah.
most. I was like, oh my god, we're doing this. You
Yeah.
know? So in that sense, that was probably the most memorable. And then the classic one, I'm like, I always love classic.
Yeah. I love that dress.
Yeah.
It's so pretty, you know?
No flops.
Yeah.
You did it.
Thank you.
10s across the board.
Thank you. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let us know what your favorite coordinates were from this one out of the 3. Any closing words?
Do this with your friend.
Do this with your
It's fun.
friends. Have a bonding moment.
Yeah.
We have
Learn something about each other.
Yeah. You'd have to do it to mine.
Oh, we should do that sometime.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Watch us never do it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm getting a package.
Ooh, that's
okay.
exciting. Well, that's all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Please, again, let us know in the comments which your favorite of the 3 coordinates were. I will see you in the next one, but until then, bye-bye.